Tag questions like isn't it, have you, does he, or aren't I are not easy, but today we are showing you an easy way. Hello and welcome to English Speaking 360. Here's a quick quiz on tag questions. Let's see if you are good. Try to guess the right tag question. You speak English well. Don't you? You are not old. Are you? You have been to Spain. Haven't you? In today's video, you are going to learn the meaning of tag questions, how tag questions work, and how to make perfect tag questions. Let's go together. The meaning of tag questions. We use tag questions when we have a doubt. This is important. And we want to get confirmation on our idea. I'll give you an example. You like my YouTube videos, don't you? The first part of the sentence is what I think. It's my thinking. I think you like my YouTube videos. And then the second part is the tag question. That tag question means that I have some doubt. I think, oh, you like my YouTube videos, right? So don't you has similar meaning as right. It is a confirmation request. Another example. You didn't steal my wallet, did you? You didn't steal my wallet is what I think. I think you didn't take my wallet. And then I have a doubt. Maybe you did. Maybe you took my wallet. So that's why I want to confirm. And I'm asking you, did you take it or not? Now, how tag questions work. The most important point is if the statement is positive, the tag will be negative. For example, you are my friend, aren't you? Positive statement, negative tag. Now, if the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. For example, you are not hurt, are you? You are not is a negative statement. Are you is positive. The second most important point to remember is that you have to use the same auxiliary in both parts. And that is the difficult point for many students. So, an auxiliary verb is a helping verb. So that's going to be important. For example, you are my friend, aren't you? So you are and aren't is the same auxiliary verb. The verb to be is a verb and an auxiliary at the same time. You don't speak Spanish, do you? You do not. So do is there, it is one auxiliary, and do you is the same auxiliary in the tag question. You have been to LA, haven't you? Have in the statement and haven't you in the tag, it is the same auxiliary verb. Now let's see if you understand well. You should study more, shouldn't you? Right or wrong? Think about it. To help you, I'm going to put the tag question rules right here. Positive plus negative or negative positive, and the same auxiliary in both parts. Let's check together. The first part is positive, you should. Shouldn't is negative. So the first rule works. It applies very well. The second one, is it the same auxiliary in both parts? Should and shouldn't? It is. So this sentence is right. Let's try one more. You will pay me back, will you? Right or wrong? Think about it carefully. Here are the two rules. So positive on one side and positive again in the tag. So positive should be negative in the tag. So that one doesn't work. Is it the same auxiliary in both parts? Yes, it is. But if one rule is not followed, the whole sentence is wrong. Now check this one out. You will pay me back, won't you? The second part in the tag question is negative, so that makes sense, and it is the same auxiliary. Will not contracted is won't. So this sentence is right. Now, let's practice making perfect tag questions. You speak Spanish. Can you guess the tag? This one is a little bit difficult, but it is the most common tag question. Okay, now I think you speak Spanish, okay? And then my tag question will follow to confirm if it's true or not. Now you see in the sentence, there is no visible auxiliary. When there is no visible auxiliary, no helping verb, right? An auxiliary is a helping verb. We use the auxiliary do. If you want to think about it, if you put you speak Spanish at the negative form, it becomes you don't speak Spanish. So don't, the do appears in the negative form. But this one, you speak Spanish, is actually you do speak Spanish, but we don't say the do. Now, the tag will be don't you, because the first part is positive, second part negative, and we use the same auxiliary verb. You speak Spanish, don't you? You broke the window. Now this one is a challenge. I think you broke the window. Okay, now I need a tag question to confirm and to show that I doubt a little bit. There is no visible auxiliary, and we said when there's no visible auxiliary, we use do, right? No, because in this case, you broke the window. Broke is a past tense verb. So we have a past verb. We also need a past auxiliary. So we use did. You did break the window. So it means you broke the window, didn't you? You are not from Japan. Now with the verb to be, you are not from Japan, are you? This one is a simple one, negative in the first part of the sentence, and the tag is positive, are you? And it has the same auxiliary in both parts. Perfect. Your grandma has a smartphone. Now be careful with this one because it is a special case. Watch out because have can be a verb or it can be an auxiliary also. In this case, have is a verb. It is not the auxiliary. So watch out. That's why the tag is doesn't she. Now you wonder, why is this? Why is it not your grandma has a smartphone? Hasn't she? That doesn't work because have is the verb. Your grandma does have a smartphone, doesn't she? You haven't heard from Sue. Now in this case, have is an auxiliary. You haven't heard from Sue. Have you? Negative in the sentence, the tag is positive, and the auxiliary is the same in both. You will call me tonight. Won't you? Positive, negative, and will is the same auxiliary. If you won, you'd give me half the money. Okay, now watch out. You'd is you would, the contracted version. If you won the money, you would give me if you won, you would give me half the money. Wouldn't you? Because one part is positive, the tag is negative, and it's would in both parts. You can swim. Can't you? You can swim, positive. Can't you, negative. And can is in both parts. I'm the best English teacher. This is what I think, but only my thinking, right? Okay? Be careful with this one. It is a very, very special case. I'm the best English teacher. Now watch out. I am not has no contraction. So you cannot make a contraction in the tag question. So you could say, am I not? I'm the best English teacher. Am I not? But this is super formal. It's very, very high level. Now what people say is different. People say, aren't I? I'm the best English teacher, aren't I? It is positive in the statement, and the tag is negative, and both use the verb to be. Now be careful, because some people will probably tell you, hey, I am not does have a contraction, and the contraction is I ain't. That is true, but many people don't want to use I ain't because it doesn't sound very educated. So, but you could say, I'm the best English teacher, ain't I? That could also work. There is a man in the store. Once again, a special case. There is a man in the store, isn't there? So you cannot say, there is a man in the store, isn't he? It doesn't work. Whenever you have there, you need there in the tag question as well. Positive sentence, negative tag, and it is the same auxiliary. Now, are you feeling confident in your ability to use tag questions? Let's test yourself with a lightning round. I'm giving you 12 quick questions, and these will cover everything we have studied. Let's give it a try. You don't have an extra pen. Do you? You love me. Don't you? We have never seen that movie. Have we? Be careful here because never makes the sentence negative. So that's why we have a positive tag question. Eric went shopping yesterday. Didn't he? They weren't angry at me. Were they? I'm not late. Am I? I'm the sweetest guy on the planet. Aren't I? But there are other options, as you know. Am I not? Or ain't I? You think you're smart, don't you? If you had no money, you wouldn't rob a bank. Would you? This building has an elevator. Doesn't it? There is space for me in your car. Isn't there? You should study English more. Shouldn't you? Great job, guys. You liked my video, didn't you? If you did, make sure you watch our other videos because we have good stuff for you and we can help you learn English very easily. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in our next video.